Hey fellow Terrarians! Today begins a very special adventure, a very special playthrough that involves a lot of pain and a lot of excitement. I'm super hyped about it, guys. It's a journey like no other. Truly it is. Okay, so what are we going to do today? So first of all, we're gonna play one of the most brutal seeds in Terraria. So it's one of the Easter egg worlds, which is not the bees, and in my opinion, it's even worse than for the worthy in multiple ways, and we'll go over it shortly. Okay, so I'm gonna create this character, Boazon. Okay, so this is a reference to Diablo 2. Those of you who played this game will know for sure. And why Boazon? Because, well, first of all, it's the world is an endless jungle, and it's an Amazon basically character that is maining in bows. So we're gonna use bows only here, except for starting gear, right? So at the beginning you're given some starting tools, including a short copper sword. So those are allowed until you get your first bow. Okay, so let's get started. Immediately you see how dangerous the world is. You're in the jungle, so at any moment you can see you can have slimes, jungle slimes, but also obviously the most dangerous part here is that in master mode difficulty you can get two-shot easily by those, and also the bats. The bats are probably the most dangerous at the moment, so I'm trying desperately to safeguard the merchant. By the way, in this seed you're getting the merchant to begin with, which is great because as Boazon maining in bows, we need arrows, and arrows are cheap to buy from the merchant. So it's our goal to make sure the merchant stays alive as possible, as much as possible. Okay, so and immediately look at this, 3 bats circling around, so we are in trouble right away. So there's nowhere to run. You can't possibly with 100 life try traversing this dangerous terrain, because everything here is honey. You're gonna get slowed down, you're gonna get attacked constantly. Spawn rates are insane. Luckily I was able to detect and trap this pinky here, so I'm gonna use whatever tools available. Okay, the death by pinky is quite possible at the moment, but you know what, I'm gonna take this risk, because if the pinky is defeated, I'm gonna get some gold, and gold is what we need. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. Okay, so yeah, so this is going to take forever, I assume. We're trying to get this pinky in, and desperately thinking, planning the next steps. Okay, so if we get this gold, we can buy some basic gear. We can actually buy arrows, and we can craft a bow. I'm assuming that would be a possibility. And hopefully, yeah. So 1 hour later, Pinky is still alive. This is insane, because this is master mode, obviously. Oh, 4 gold. Okay, so this is good, guys. This is a good start. Very lucky moment indeed. But look at all those bats circling around. So there's definitely risk at every step. So you can't really go anywhere. So the question is, can we go digging? So let's find out. Okay, so first of all, let's get some supplies. We need, obviously, we need the anvil. We need the oh, everything is so expensive because the merchant is unhappy. He doesn't like to be alone and in the jungle, so he's giving us, yeah, crazy prices. Okay, so furnace, we need it for sure. We need basic tools. Okay, mining helmet usually costs only 4 gold, but now it's 6. It's like, wow, 50% extra cost. Okay, so we'll get some ropes just in case, not too much though, because I don't think we're gonna use too much of that. They're cheap, so that's fine. We get the anvil. Anvil we definitely need. Piggy bank. No, I don't think we can splurge on one right now, because we need arrows and lots of torches as well. So this is our chance to actually get going. Okay, so get geared. So yeah, there's enough arrows, and we keep digging down. Okay, so immediately look at this, guys. This is how dangerous it is. Not only we have man-eaters, snatchers and hornets all over the place, we also have hive blocks everywhere, and you break those, you release bees. Those tiny bees actually two-shot you in these difficulties, so there's literally not much to do. Okay, so hopefully we got, so this is the first chest with this pretty good start. We got some mining potions. Hopefully we can use those, leverage those. Okay, so let's keep digging, let's keep going. But this is becoming pretty dangerous and pretty desperate, I would say, because this world is essentially one massive... Did you see that? Did you see that the eye phased through a block? Okay, so this is something to note. Make sure to keep in mind if you are playing this in hardcore, you would definitely run the risk of that situation. This is not the first time I see it. So demon eyes and flying fish, eye fish can actually phase through one block walls, definitely. Okay, so finally made it to the underground level, and just to find that it's even worse. Look at this. Everywhere you look, there are hives that release bees. You can't break them. Honey that slows you down. There is literally not much to do. You can't just dig down because you're gonna get 2 shots by those bees. So, but from some scavenging around, we get a little bit of seed, so we can get a basic herb farm going. This is only temporary for now. We're gonna increase and expand it. And again, back to digging, desperately looking for something, for some supplies. As you can see here, danger is everywhere. You're in the jail. Look at those bees. Those bees basically will destroy you in a second. So there is not much to do, and I'm starting to think this was a really bad idea, maybe. So how do we solve this puzzle? There is no water, there is nothing really, so we are in trouble. So I'm thinking, you know what, let's explore the sky then, because maybe that's the safest bet at the moment. I'm feeling pretty desperate at the moment because you can't really dig, you can't run in the open because you're gonna get pretty much one shot. No hearts, no crystals found so far, so at 100 health in master mode, you're dead on arrival in the jungle. Okay, so guys, let's get some rope, let's get some mud blocks. We already have 1,000+ blocks. Let's keep going. So we reached the sky level, and now this is another thing about the jungle. So you can catch frogs, you can make frog stew, and that is actually a very good boost to your stats. Okay, so it's medium improvements for quite a while, and you can actually sell it for quite a bit. It's very expensive, a very profitable food item. Okay, so this is something to keep in mind. Guys, are you seeing this? Right above there is water, I think. I hope it's not honey. Let's just go find out. Let's go up. I know it's dangerous, but come on, we need some breakthrough. This is becoming really desperate, because how do you progress in the map like this when you are... Look at this. Okay, so we've got water, we've got trees. That means acorns. That potentially means gem corns. That is also, you see all this dirt, because normally there is no dirt in this world. Now we have water, we have access to tree. We can grow trees now, basically, because that dirt is actually available now. We can put it, we can actually place it near our base and use it to grow stuff. But the only thing we would need grass seeds or stuff of regrowth. And to get stuff of regrowth, I think it's possible, even through fishing now, because, guys, we've actually got... Oh, look at this, Star Fury. Well, we're looking for bows only, right? So in this playthrough, and that means it's the most useless drop that you could get in this place. Okay, so this is a good start, and it's time to make our farm. So bait farm, I guess, which is... Yeah, I think we're gonna have lots of free bait here, and we just need to make a pond, and we would get a better start, I hope, this time, right? So with this approach, because at the beginning I thought that fishing would be out of scope, and now I'm thinking that could be the only hope, actually, because now we have water, right? So we can create biomes, and I bet there are also cloud ponds that you could use, even if you don't use the water bucket trick. Anyhow, I'm desperately trying to kill this Dr. Bones, even though I know I'm gonna rip, but you know what? I need the hat. I need the hat desperately. Give it to me. I don't care about the bat. Come on, give me the hat. Give it to me. Oh no. Okay, so you know what? Maybe it was a bad idea after all. Oh, yes. Okay. We just need the hat. I don't know why. I just want it. Okay, so it was worth it. Okay, guys. So what do we do next? So now we actually have access to bait. And by the way, look at the fence placed instead of walls. That allows plants to grow. Actually, you can even grow trees like that if there is enough clearance, because fence acts doesn't prohibit plants to grow, even trees. Anyway, so now we have plenty of bait. We got some crates, and we actually got gravitational potion. Okay, guys, so now it's time to explore the sky and see if we can find more chests and more loot. Okay, so this is another one, and this one gives us a balloon. Okay, so balloons are available in this world, and you know what? Even if they weren't, we could probably create an artificial sky pond, right? Fishing pond, and you could catch sky crates, and you can still get all that gear. And there is one naturally occurring right near the base, so we don't even need to create one. We can just use this guy. Okay, so let's keep going. Another sky lake, sky island, floating island, and another balloon. Okay, so 2 balloons. I don't know if we need that many in our playthrough, but there is another one, and this time we get the wings. Okay, so basically we got everything that we possibly need from the sky, floating sky islands. Okay, so now it's time to, oh, look at this. It's almost one-shotting you, right? So the harpy can pretty much one-shot you on this difficulty. Luckily, I was wearing some armor. Look at all the larvae. This is another thing I wanted to tell you guys, that larva is present everywhere on the surface, in pretty much any biome, in even the underworld. So this world is pretty much covered with queen bee larvae. It's insane. But now we have plenty of wood. And by the way, look at those giant mahogany trees. They're now occurring. They're replacing the usual giant living trees, which is quite remarkable. And look on the right, there's another larva. It's so dangerous. You can't really just blindly shoot all over the place, because you accidentally break those. And by the way, queen bee does not despawn. Master mode queen bee is a dangerous customer, right? Rough customer, and she can definitely kill you at this level on spot. So be very careful if you ever attempt this map. But now we've got, from all our fishing, from all our exploration, we've got double jump, we've got balloon, we've got wings. So we go for the ocean. I wanted to say, but look at this: larva, honey, and more honey. And this is insane. This is ridiculous, guys. This map is brutal. There is no ocean, so how do we get the angler? How do you get the gear? How do you get anything here? This is so messed up. Okay, so you know what? Don't despair. Let's find out together. We will figure it out, I bet you. Okay, so first, hopefully, let's see if maybe the angler will spawn randomly, right? Even though I have a doubt, I have a strong suspicion that he does not spawn in honey. Which means, yeah, we need to bring some sand. So waiting and waiting and waiting, he doesn't spawn, and we can't catch any honeyfin because our fishing power is ridiculously low at this point. Yeah, so this gives us definitely something to think about. Okay, guys, so what do? I think what we need to do is actually get some sand and reach for the ocean and see if we can trick the angler to come. Yeah, okay, so there's a couple of good items here. The gizmo, we got halfway to our gizmo pack. That's awesome. The bricklayer and both the cement mixer and bricklayer are both very useful early on. So essentially we don't really need much for building and stuff, right? So one places walls insanely fast, the other one is increasing your block placement speed. So guys, we're doing good. We even got some armor going, very basic one. We're 10 defense at the moment, which is ridiculously low for master mode, having 100 HP. So, but you know what? Let's expand. Let's start making our permanent herb farm outside. And the reason why I'm making it outside is because plants will grow faster, bloom faster if they're outside, if there are no walls behind. Okay, so Our damage is getting there. I mean, we're using iron bow still, but armed with flaming arrow, and this is pretty good for starters. Obviously not OP, and we're not even close to the level we need to be. Okay, so guys, I guess we need to do some more fishing. We need to get some more supplies. And by the way, fishing here is plentiful. It's easy. You see, getting crates, menacing tsunami, a massive upgrade. We're also getting a lot of cheap seafood, right? Because we can transform those fish into, like, cook them into the seafood, right? Dinner, and that gives us major stats increase for 4 minutes. But still, it's massive if you have you know, a lot of supply of that fish. And look, there is actual desert in this map, so that the sand is not replaced with honey, so that's good. So we can actually get some sand. So let's get some sand going, and let's try to reach to the next to the ocean again, because I have a feeling, guys, that we might be able to get our angler. Okay, so this is the next big thing. And again, look at the danger, right? So mob spawn rates are insanely high. Okay, it would be nice actually to, you know, to locate maybe a pyramid. That would be great, but I have my doubts because pyramids are rare, and I don't know if this world has any. So right now what I'm doing, I'm just trying to see if this is an actual oh yeah, speaking of pyramids and hive blocks. Look, I can't dig straight down because if those bees are released, I'll be pretty much one shot, two shot maybe. So we have to be careful here. We have to yeah, let's go a little bit on the left and dig down and get it. Okay, so what, I mean, I could detonate this place pretty much, use explosives, but you know what, I don't wanna create a huge mess, because maybe we'll do something here, we'll build something. Anyway, let's see what we have here in the pyramid. All right, let's see. Carpet or sandstorm? Give it to us. Come on, that'd be nice. That'd be that's a ripoff. That's the worst item. Vanity Pharaoh set. Seriously. Okay, that's a ripoff. And by the way, the dungeon is all covered, buried into the honey, and this honey slows you down. So this is going to be some massive undertaking. And again, the left side ocean looks exactly like the right side one. It's mainly honey and more honey, liquid and solid honey. That's insane, guys. It's I don't know what to do. I think, you know what, we'll see if we can actually spawn the angler. If we spawn the angler, if we can somehow maybe transform this place into an actual ocean, then that would be an interesting perspective, right? So interesting option to continue. And by the way, guys, to make this challenge even more brutal, here is the one commitment. One more special rule we're gonna put here for this challenge. The first boss has to be Queen Bee. How about that? Bows only, master mode, not the bees map. First boss, Queen Bee. Okay, that'd be interesting, eh? So we can't just farm anything before we face Queen Bee. That means Molten Fury is out of, I think, is out of yeah, off the table pretty much. So from bows, like what can we do? Tendon bow, maybe? Platinum bow? We'll see. Arrows, I don't know which arrows we can get at this point. We'll see. Sure. All right, guys. So place some sand. Placing some sand and waiting for the angler. I don't know. Fishing again. You see, look at this. There's literally no bites. No bites, no chance to get anything. Well, anything. There's only honeyfin that can be caught in this right now. But let's see. Oh, look at this. We've got the angler. Insane This is great. This is a good start. And also look at this pond. So seashells form on sand if it's inside the ocean biome. So how about we add some water and see if we can grow coral. If we can grow coral, that means we can get sonar potions. And sonar potions mean fishing would be very successful. Okay guys, while we're waiting for corals to grow, we're actually going to continue with this adventure, and we continue with fishing and building our base. So it's looking nicer already. We're getting there. We're slowly making it work. And guys, next big thing is, I think, is placing rail track. Okay, so rail track at this point will let us reach the other side of the map and travel around the map faster, right? So this on in a map like this would be massive. All right guys, so time to place some rail tracks. We have almost what, 4,500 blocks of rail tracks. We have our brick layer, which should go pretty fast, and this gives us a massive advantage. Okay, so while placing those, we need to think about the next steps. So we can definitely do some fishing. We've got the angler. We can continue with the we can create, you know what, we can create another pond in the desert. And I'm starting to think maybe we should explore the desert, the underground desert, because it exists, and I think, if I understand correctly, it's not fully covered with honey. We can start making pylons. We can start creating, you know, biomes. So the next one will be the desert, obviously desert, and I'm starting to think maybe underground desert is the safest place in this map, guys. Well, this is something to find out next. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next episode.